Hey, I'm Tu, and welcome to Tu Reacts. What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Tu, and we are continuing with our Andor watch through with part 3, episodes 7 through 9. Last time, Andor, we got rich. We robbed the vault. We hit them hard in the bank, in the wallet. Big heist, went off without a hitch, kind of. We lost a couple of characters, but I guess that's the way these things go. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this series. I love everything about it. The cinematography, the music, performances, writing, all of it. So good. I'm excited to continue. Before we get into the video, I just launched memberships on the channel. So if you guys want to become a member, you'll get access to the full-length versions of all of these reactions, as well as every movie and early access to videos like this one. Same thing goes for my Patreon page. If you guys want to check that out, in the link in the description below. And posted for members already is the full-length version of my first time watching Alien, so definitely consider becoming a member. I appreciate all your support, everyone over on Patreon as well. You guys are awesome. Let's get into Andor. So apparently you guys were telling me in some of the YouTube comments that if you overlay somehow, I mean, I guess you could just edit it, but like overlay all of these intros on the soundtracks, it comes up with like this big orchestral thing. I might have to try it at some point. Maybe there's a video of it already done, I guess. I'll have to look it up. Oh, new job?
The collar.
What about it?
You've had it raised. Everything says something, Cyril.
What is it that you hear my collar saying?
Look at me. I don't believe in myself. I am desperate for approval.
You can take the guy out of the Empire, but you can't take the Empire out of the guy.
We will make it clear that no one steals from the Empire.
No one in this room should have trouble accessing army or naval resources in future.
That's good for her.
We will be invoking the Public Order Resentencing Directive later today. P-O-R-D.
Yay, authoritarianism!
We're playing straight into their hands. The rebels.
Right.
This is exactly what they want.
It'll rile them up. What I really love about this is how it's like a zoomed in picture of everything. Like they talk about the Senate, they talk about Palpatine, but we don't actually get to see any of that. The movies would show that. This doesn't. Like we don't need to see it, you know? We're just kind of aware that it's there.
Was this you? The garrison, Aldani.
Ah! Is it true? Claire was just...
He's so good at his job. I love it.
Revolutions are expensive.
I told you I'm doing everything I can.
Your everything seemed to be all about bringing in a savior to access your family funds. What were my words?
This is something else entirely.
Turning back will be impossible.
Hmm.
The Empire has been choking us so slowly we're starting not to notice.
Right.
Time has come to force their hand.
People will suffer.
That's the plan. I have some new things coming in very soon. Well, we'll see, won't we?
Very interesting position that she's in, you know? The question that's being asked of her. She has to sacrifice her conscience or her morals in the short term in order to get in the long term win over the Empire.
Weights and gauges may seem a more vibrant arena than redundancy or verification.
He's terrified.
There's a rebel murderer running free because of corruption and laxity in the corporate authority. I fully intend to clear my name and have my record expunged.
He does not care.
I'd hate to see you miss your chance.
Oh, golly gosh. What an intriguing job. I like her outfit. She looks badass. She does look a little suspicious though. Like if she walked past me like that with that look on her face, I'd be like, what's she up to? Don't like her outfit.
I'll need this report kept confidential and a copy sent exclusively to my office. Can I rely on you for that level of discretion?
Absolutely.
Get on with it.
She's got such an intimidating look. Oh, she's still here? I think that's the last place you'd want to be at this point. That place is going to be on lockdown.
Where is he? I shouldn't even be here. He had doubts about schemes. One less thing to worry about.
He was right to doubt him.
We have a loose end. Cassian Andor, who you know as Clem. You mean kill him? This is what revolution looks like, Val.
They're ruthless. Here's our boy. The prodigal child returns home.
Cassian! Since when do we lock the door?
Aww. I wonder if she's heard, yeah, about the heist.
You shouldn't be here.
Someone turned me in.
You don't know? Tim Carlo turned you in.
Wow, they found out?
Vixen knew about it?
No, she was coming to warn you, and Tim was trying to stop her or to catch her. I don't know. They're not going away this time. It's all come undone.
We won't have to worry about that.
He's loaded. Grandma.
I've got enough credits to get us anywhere. It's all gonna be different now.
She doesn't want to go. She's got the fight in her.
Such a big idea, you know. I get so tired. You surprised me.
It's late, yeah. You get a rest, and we'll pull out first thing in the morning.
Let's do that.
Somehow I don't think she wants to do that.
We're both a long way from where we started.
Look at the guy on the left.
I want to tell you something only 3 people in the galaxy know about. Political.
Then I'd suggest you hesitate. I've done more than grow weary of the Empire. I'm afraid you'd find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
Little does he know.
Sorry, I think I've had a bit too much of Perrin's empty punch.
Keep smiling. People say about me it's a clear picture, isn't it? Irritation, as you so harshly put it.
I've made you angry.
No, you've set me free. The Mon Mothma people think they know. It's a lie. It's a projection. I show you the stone in my hand. You miss the knife at your throat.
Where's this going, Mom?
I love how intense this is.
I know they watch me, because as long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
Raising money.
Raising money for what?
Forming a Chandrilan charitable outreach program. It will appear to be another of my benevolent and useless irritations.
But what is it really?
You're better off not knowing. Or perhaps you find my politics a bit strong for your taste. Smile?
There you are.
the music just cuts out. Buddy's mind blown. He was not expecting any of that. I love her in this. She's such a great character. Is it Bix?
What are you doing here?
Let him in, bro. Come on. Don't leave him outside.
This is the last place you should be.
I guess she doesn't want to get caught with him.
What happened to you?
I ran into a wall like I do. People blame you for what happened. You killed 2 corpos and came home to hide. Put the entire town at risk and now there's Imperials on the street.
If Tim had kept his mouth shut.
If this, if that. You need to get as far away from here as you can.
He will.
I will. You won't have to worry about me anymore. You ever talk to him again, tell him I held up my end of the deal, and he needs to forget about me.
He knows they're after him.
Be careful, Cass.
You too.
I think another interesting point is how she blames him and everybody's blaming him, but they don't sniff the creeping authoritarianism that would have happened anyway here, you know? This was just the event that caused them to notice it, which is kind of the plan, right? That Luthen wanted.
Please stay here.
Hey, guys! Calm down! Turn!
Oh no, he's caught in it.
He's put her back.
His little stutter.
She says we can't go.
Be quiet. I'm not going.
What are you talking about? There's an Imperial barracks on Riggs Road.
Good luck to them. It's happening everywhere.
She smells it.
What's left to keep you here?
The rebellion.
What? This is madness.
No, it's not. It's overdue and probably doomed, and I'm too old, and I don't care anymore. For 13 years, every time I walk down Rick's Road, I turn off before I get to the square. I take the long way around, so I don't have to think about Clem hanging there.
Clem?
The garrison at Aldani.
If there are heroes brave enough to take on a whole Imperial garrison, I'm brave enough to stick it out here. I don't expect you to understand.
I won't have peace. I'll be worried about you all the time.
That's just love. Nothing you can do about that.
Can I speak now?
No! Stop searching for your sister. It's a fantasy. There were no survivors on Canary. What happened there was not your responsibility. You were a child.
I'm coming back.
Of course you are.
Again, what's really interesting is how I don't know if he's making like a conscious decision to ignore his past.
Access our sector data without ever filing a request.
Is that true, Dedra?
Yes. Do you really think the rebels care about the lines we draw on maps?
Thesis, please.
There is a focused, organized rebel effort to acquire highly restricted Imperial military components.
Your evidence?
By accessing unfiltered sector crime reports, I can now prove a link between the theft of our most secret equipment and its distribution to rebel groups across the galaxy.
Imagine if everyone in this room played as loose with the rules as you.
Excellent suggestion, Blevin. I'm wondering where we'd be right now if everyone here showed the same endeavor as Supervisor Mira. For the moment, I'm reassigning the Morlana sector to Supervisor Mira.
He does have a point though. Like realistically, if everybody was acting like that, it would be complete chaos. It only works in this scenario where it's her and she's a main antagonist. Niamos. Also, Clem. I wanted to mention Clem. How did Luthen know about Clem?
In a minute.
What are you doing?
Washing up.
Don't forget the Pizzos. The greeny green ones. The greeny red nuts. You liked it too.
What are they talking about? Oh my god. It's like Florida. The place where everybody just retires to. That's probably like Florida too. The guy's running from the cops. So even there we've got like Empire restriction.
What do you think you're doing?
Just trying to figure out what's going on.
You a part of it?
Part of what? No, I'm on my way to the store.
You need to back up. Been running.
Why would I be running? I'm a tourist.
Tourists don't run. That window is shut.
I'm just going to the store. It's right there.
You need to calm down, sir. Hang on to this one for me. I want to check the shelter. He said hang.
They are terrifying.
No, he means what? Tell him you mean what?
Actually, another really interesting point there.
Speak careful.
That's you, buddy.
Charges. Civil disruption, anti-imperial speech, fleeing the scene of anti-imperial activity.
6 years.
6 years?
6 years.
I didn't do anything. Hey!
Take it up with the Emperor.
Wait! I'm just a tourist!
I forgot how infuriating this part was. Injustice. But yeah, really interesting point with the robot is the idea that if you're not super specific with the language you use, something else can happen. Like it can think hang, right? All right. That was episode 7. Also, I like the song. But yeah, kind of prevalent nowadays when you think about the rise of AI. That's just like a super minor point. If we don't like have it understand our like the cadences in our language, it might misconstrue our meanings, our intents. I really love the kind of political discussion, the intensity, the way they're able to capture intensity of these discussions. I think it's just mostly to do with the actual subject matter and the writing. But yeah, now we go into this part. It's just such a hard position to even think about. Imagine you were in that situation and now that judge rules 6 years, just like that, just a click of a finger, 6 years, and now you're in prison for 6 years. Wild.
I didn't do anything. Wait, I'm just a tourist.
Yeah, right, Andor. We all know. To be fair, there's actually some poetic, I don't want to say justice, but there's like a little bit there, considering that like, he robbed the Imperial vault, right? Of course, it's the Empire, so it's good that he did that, but something I never thought about before.
Get in line.
He's going to jail.
Gargle, keep Gargle. On planet. There is Plata. Kina 5. What's that? Get to your transport. Next. What is that?
I think it's interesting as well that he's been in prison before. He talked with Skeen about that, where they had the prison tattoos and stuff. He's been called up. Oh yeah, the electric thing. That is one weird tie that comes out from like a little hole. Kind of cool though.
Cassian Andor is a murderer and a threat to the Empire. I have been trying with the limited tools available to find him.
So this is about public safety.
It's an obsession more than anything, I would say.
One would think you'd want to leave Ferrix as far behind as possible.
One would be wrong. I have no idea. I wasn't allowed to see the report.
You signed it.
I was given no choice.
They're very alike in their personalities, their motivations, stern-headedness. They'll do what they need to do. I think he's a little bit stupider though. Modern day or futuristic Alcatraz.
The Star Path was left behind as he escaped. The tactical team sent in to arrest him.
Zero response.
Identify Axis. They escaped together. It's the first best lead we've had.
Supervisor Mero has convinced that this Axis has been nimble in spreading his activities across the galaxy.
Drill down, find Andor, and get a hunt started.
I think she has them convinced. Little bit of help from the other guy. This would be so terrifying.
Welcome to Narkina 5. This is an Imperial factory facility. You've all been assessed as label-worthy.
Concentration camp.
Minimally invasive enforcement techniques.
Oh, great.
How we risk standing before you without weapons? It's a potent question.
Oh. He gets enjoyment out of that. Sick. Yeah, I said it was a modern day or a futuristic Alcatraz. It's more like a futuristic concentration camp.
I was a good deputy inspector.
I solved a double murder and found the killer in 2 days.
He's so desperate.
Could be a valuable asset going forward.
Raise the alarm one more time, and it won't be me you're speaking to. Forget this happened.
He's having none of it. He tried his hand. Back to the 9 to 5, buddy.
Get him out on the ring. Right, step forward. Let's go. Move. Step forward and stop. Now, move.
I like how even they build this up. Like, they build this up with the music. It's already getting intense. This big reveal.
On program.
Also, how everything's so white, but it's still very pretty. I wonder why they only have the orange stripe on one side.
This is Unit 52D. My name is Kino Loy. I'm the 52D unit manager.
Andy Serkis.
Don't ever slow up my line.
He's really good in this as well. I love how they build up the camaraderie here as well, between the table and then eventually everybody else.
It's on the box. Call it in.
52D shift productivity levels are unacceptable. As ever, the least productive table will be disciplined.
It's so wild. It's just this punishing competition. It's kind of like Hunger Games in a way. Imagine sitting there thinking this is going to be 6 years of my life and there's nothing that I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing that I can do or say about this. The realization sets in. So crazy. Ew.
A quick night.
I'll drink to that.
These two hate each other.
Well, good luck feeding the galaxy. I'm off to feed myself. Charity begins at home.
He does not look good. I can see how easy it would be to lose your mind in this place. Everything looks the same. So bland. Oh, he's talking to those guys. It reminds me a lot of like the classic prison movies and books and stuff, like Shawshank Redemption, where you get these little things that happen between groups and techniques that they all do, keeping things secret from the prison guards and everything.
The Emperor's primary charge is to protect us. That's what the PORD legislation will do.
How much protection is enough?
Surveillance and prosecution, without limit. You're doing nothing wrong. What is there to fear?
Well, I'm fearing your definition of wrong.
Dangerous times. Are they not?
Do you feel under threat?
Personally, here, yes. I'm at great risk of ingesting too much of this nourishing Chandrillan hospitality.
Well, that's a way to avoid the question. He must be a politician.
The white lights start flashing, you've got 7 seconds to get to yourself.
Imagine you were in somebody else's cell, like talking to them, the 7 seconds come.
Skim already.
They doubled everyone's number last month. PORD.
The Public Order Resentencing Directive.
It's been a tough month here waiting for news. Can't help but wonder what people are saying.
Nobody knows.
He's never heard of it. He never heard of it. Told you, I'm sorry.
All the rebel activity.
It's rebel nonsense.
They slaughtered a garrison.
He certainly heard of the garrison.
You're until they don't want you anymore.
Enough!
Get straight with that.
Mousy!
Thinks they're getting it now is dreaming. Those days are over.
This guy's been pretty nice to him, though.
Hot floor!
Get off the floor, bro. Such like a terrifying intimidation tactic. Control measure. Just something as simple as some red lights on a floor. You know what it's going to do to you if you step on it. It's like cattle, like controlling cattle. And then the fact they make a game out of it as well. So that's what they rely on for some sense of direction or progress.
So this is where you met? No, we'd already been married a year.
The old ways of Chandrila.
As was the custom.
15? Married at 15? No wonder they hate each other. I'm guessing they both came from like political families or something. Probably like an arranged marriage or something. You don't even get cleaned properly. You don't even get like a nice shower or anything. Old guy's struggling.
I heard the boys had to carry you back here.
No, it travels fast. She fell.
She's on her way out.
She fell trying to pry open the Aldrich's floodgate. She wanted to see if the tunnel under the hotel was still open, so the rebellion can sneak in and take them by surprise. She's a rebel.
She's here to kill him, right?
After what we've been through.
You think the Empire stops to catch its breath?
Right? No rest for the wicked.
I told you up front, the struggle will always come first. We take what's left. I'm a mirror, Val. You love me because I show you what you need to see.
So interesting to me how people can handle these types of things differently. Like she's so pragmatic and then she questions herself so much.
I need to look for something in the back.
She wants to contact Luthen, see where Andor is. Well, how do we break it to you, Bix?
It's the shop owner on Ferrix. She's trying to find Cassian Andor. His mother is ill.
You might have a lead.
Yeah, more likely it's the ISB working her radio.
You're guessing.
And you're slipping.
He is.
I'm thinking clearly and you're not.
I'm not slipping, Leia. I've just been hiding for too long. I'm not slipping.
I know. I just need you to wake up. There's a lot to do.
Again, we have like a similar dynamic between these two that we had with Cinta and Vel. Like they both know what needs to be done in the way that it needs to be done, but only one of each of them are not questioning anything. So again, it's so interesting how people can evolve to that point to just be ruthless in their decision making in these situations, and then other people are so fragile and questioning everything and stretching the length of their ability to keep going with it. Oh man.
Tall one fell! I don't care, man. You rail here at night, I've got no sympathy. Shut up about it. You're the ones going to be short-handed.
Wow.
Think about that when you're getting fried. Enough!
I'm just thinking about the science of that. I wonder if it's like a differential. You step 1 foot off onto the thing and it fries you because there's a differential in the current. Because it seemed like he was lying there and he wasn't getting shocked still. Maybe he was. Nerd stuff. I wonder if we're gonna get Viking guy again.
Where is my father? Come up! Silence!
They took Pack in last night.
Where?
The hotel. He never came home.
Move it! Colleen! Get her!
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
It's Forrest Whitaker.
Would I be out here in the cold if I had just pinched 100 million credits?
That's exactly what you do.
And that's exactly what I would say if I were you.
If you're trying to convince me it was you, it's working.
You have this all here with you. At what cost?
Anto Krieger.
Anto Krieger?
He's been probing the Imperial power station at Spellhouse. He's found a weakness in the defenses. Oh, you meet with Krieger, they're free. You don't, I'll take them elsewhere.
I work alone.
That's what I'm trying to change.
I'm not going to put my people at risk for someone else.
We need to pull together, Saul. We need the Empire to help. We need them angry. Oppression breeds rebellion.
Right.
Krieger's a separatist. My pay's a neo-Republican. The Gorman Front. They're lost! All of them lost! What are you, Luthen? What are you?
He's the glue.
I'm a man who's terrified the Empire's power will grow beyond the point where we can do anything to stop it.
No sale today, Luthen. Good luck with Anto Krieger.
She's on her way up.
Oh, there he is.
To clear the room.
No. I wanted to see him. What are you doing? Get him out of here. Quickly.
You two, with me.
She's such a bitch. She's good, but she's a bitch.
Hello, Bix.
I'm not sure which situation would be worse, hers or Andor's. They both stem from the idea of like complete lack of control of you have zero agency as a human being in those situations. And even there, they kind of match the shots. She's put into the chair while he's stuck in here, inferring a little bit of a connection there. Yeah, episode 8, another good one. Yeah, I think there's a lot of like real world kind of obvious depictions that are happening. And, you know, we've got the concentration camps, the almost in a way experiments that we see Bix is now kind of undergoing, forced labor. And then we see the on the ground effects as well in communities. I think of stuff like the Polish ghettos and stuff in World War II. I think of even going beyond that as well. When you think of like the Cold War, you think of Berlin, East Berlin and West Berlin, those kind of situations, and all these little underground movements that happen and rebellions, like little factions of rebels, and how they are all interconnected in this network that starts growing as a direct result of those. It's really interesting to see a kind of modern depiction of that. It's one of the things they do really well here is they convert these real life concepts, and not even concepts, but, you know, things that actually happened, and convert them into, in some ways, an entertaining yet thoughtful manner that is accessible to a lot of people and helps a lot of people understand like why this is bad, and they still manage to maintain all of these like undertones and further complex ideas about the way in which the system of the Empire is doing this and the broader dynamics at play within the galaxy, how different people fall across the line in different places. And that relates to, again, how we saw with Vel and Cinta, and as well Luthen and I forget his assistant's name, but how they fall across the line morally and a commitment level, how they manage to, I touched on this, manage to keep going. Other ones grow weary, grow tired of it, want to give in, want to give up, question their decisions. How far am I willing to go or sacrifice for this? Okay, here we go. Ew.
Who's developed a unique interview system some of us are very excited about.
They would be excited.
You're in my net, Bix. Now, I would prefer a conversation.
We know that's not true.
You're going to tell me absolutely everything you know about the buyer.
You seem to enjoy this.
Right?
When was the last time you spoke with Cassian Andor?
She won't give him up.
The very worst thing you can do right now is bore me.
She's so evil.
You're not gonna believe me anyway, are you?
No.
Dang, the music. You get like these big, low, grotesque, evil sounds.
2, that's a threat.
No, the old guy.
Be 41 shifts tomorrow. You are the next man out. You are the shortest of the short.
There's nothing intrinsically physical about this process, but we've had some early trials that were a bit chaotic.
How do you get to this point?
The massacre of the Dyzenites was broadcast and recorded as proof of mission. They make a sound as they die, a sort of choral, agonized pleading. Found a section of what we believe are primarily children, which has its own particular effect.
That's so fucked up. Like, how do you get this job? How do you get to this point in your humanity, or lack thereof?
It's repeat listenings that cause the most damage. Are we ready?
Dang, the music. This is such a cool camera angle though. And they integrate it with the sound, the drill. Pretty distressful thinking about that. He's already scheming.
You men on the floor!
We attack while they're coming down. One guard, one weapon.
It's Unit 52D, level 5.
Same speech. Again, another matching shot between those two, because they're in the same sort of situation.
When was the last time you spoke with Cassian Andor?
We're up Iraq with an hour left.
What? What's on now?
He told you 2 minutes ago.
Do you think I don't want to win? Am I working or not?
He's got some form of dementia, seems like.
Salmon Park?
I don't care.
I'd like to hang him.
As you wish.
Wow, they're gonna hang him?
Stands with those in opposition to the Emperor's new public safety legislation. On an all too predictable march toward complete, unchallenged authority.
The majority of them aren't listening.
They could keep us here forever if they wanted.
It's enough from you, Melchior.
It is kind of crazy how this can just happen and not many people know about it.
What are they saying? I think it's level 2.
What's he saying?
Oh.
It's nothing. Someone didn't load in. They are counting.
So they cut the power?
It's 2. Something's wrong on 2. They're going too fast. I can't read it.
Everybody calm down!
Something's really wrong on 2.
You haven't got a clue what they are saying. Panicking about something that's happening on the other side of the building.
Hands on heads.
He's panicking because he wants to go home. He doesn't want anything to get messed up.
Aunt Belle's been to Tassia Moon. Look what she brought me.
Your father may have an opinion. We'll see if he lets you wear it.
He lets me do anything I want.
Maybe that's why she's got the attitude problem.
Seriously, Bill, what does he have you doing?
Who?
I'm starting to think we're in over our heads. He's got us spinning out of it.
Took a vow.
Interesting that she's now the one who's committed. The last episode, she was the one that was panicking a little bit.
How many guards on each level?
You want out of here alive. Turn that part of your mind off.
You think they care what we say? You think they're listening? You think they care enough to make an effort?
Like you would know.
All they need to do is turn this floor on twice a day and keep their numbers rolling. Melch is right. Why bother listening to us?
True.
We're cheaper than droids and easier to replace.
Interesting point that he makes they're cheaper than droids to replace. Or easier to replace. Because now we're going into the situation where it's cheaper for humans and easier for humans to be replaced by robots.
You're trying to connect Aldani. That's a bit of a stretch.
She's good though.
An Aldani connection would certainly amplify interest.
You didn't question the mother?
I decided to wait. Better now leaving her in place and standing back. She's too old and frail for anything serious, and if nothing else, she's our bait.
He did say he would be back.
They're all gone.
Who said?
Both shifts. 100 men.
That can't be right.
Who's saying this?
He said they fried the whole bridge.
They're so paranoid about talking still. They think they're listening.
Set them all free.
He's done.
The less they think we know, the better.
He's having
Hold
a
your program.
crisis.
It's a rumor. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. We have heard nothing. Keep our heads down until we know what's going on.
Again with this like close up. We just slowly move in and towards him. Yeah, he's having a crisis. He's like, I had 40 days left or whatever.
I moved mountains to scrape you off the floor and put you back on your feet. What is the return on my investment? Imagine.
I've been promoted.
Yeah.
I knew they'd recognize your promise.
Ah, the shift. She's crazy. I have more cereal, sure, yeah.
Who left? Come on, mate.
Kind of crazy how fast the old guy's deteriorating. I don't know if that happens like that in real life, but...
Hands away. Yeah. Go left. Hands. Turn.
Take Olma.
Money.
Is that all it is?
I don't have enough to worry about.
What have we done, Belle? We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark. We're making something of our lives.
They definitely came from money then. She said spoiled rich girl. It's like the early marriage at 15 she had. Oh.
Zero Karn.
I know who you are. What are you doing here?
Wait, did he tell his mummy he had a promotion when he hadn't got it yet?
Try to follow on the conversation we had last month.
That wasn't a conversation. You were brought in for questioning. Are you stalking me?
Just being in your presence, I've realized that life was worth living, faded for me, and the future was a dream worth clinging to.
I could have you arrested. You're aware of that.
I want what you want.
Oh, these two are gonna get together at some point.
Swear I'll have you in a cage on the Outer Rim.
They have this like weird dynamic, like they're both in denial. Well, he's not, but she is, I feel like. Like the sexual tension that they have.
There's a 400,000 credit withdrawal that's proving a bit of a problem. It appears on the ledger, then it vanishes.
I need a loan.
A certain kind of loan.
You seem to have thought this through. You have someone in mind.
It's not a long list.
And yet you're afraid to say who it is.
Davos Cullen,
He's a thug.
the wealthiest thug of them all.
Don't tell me you've spoken to him already.
I wanted to bring you a solution.
If you told him
That you're feeling constricted by the new tax laws. He wants to meet here.
More pressure on her.
I could keep looking.
We've got a rebel pilot in custody, one of Anto Krieger's group. He was picked up at a customs check. Can't hang on to him. We can't let him go.
Destroy the ship. Make it look like an accident.
This is just Black Ops all over again. Crazy how this type of stuff can just happen. How they can do that type of stuff.
Table 1 in the box.
Dang, they managed to not lose with the old guy.
Come in.
Inmates on program.
Surely they won't see him. Sure.
Needs a doctor. Get into the cell. Take his head.
He's not making it. He was so close. I wonder how long he'd been in here as well. Again, it's so brutal that they keep a person of his age doing like hard manual labor.
He's got 40 shifts left. Get him back on his feet. That's another option.
What?
They won't let him save him. He's dead weight to the Empire.
I can't help him. I can't help anyone. What do you mean? Keep my men in line. What happened down on 2? A man who was just released on 4 ended up back on 2 the next day. Word got out on the floor and then they killed them all.
You need those other men there.
They're just leaving.
They didn't think anybody would know, but they put him back in on a different level.
How many guards on each level?
Never more than 12.
Here we go. All right, now we get into the good parts. What I loved about these episodes though was they weren't super like action based, energy, high octane situations and whatever, but they were very interesting. I think the way that they're written and just the characters and the overall storyline of what's happening, there's lots of moving pieces. We're getting more into the political side of things. That's obviously something that's very interesting, but can't be told in an action way. It has to be told with heavy dialogue and lots of it. So that's probably why I couldn't expand upon any points that I would have liked to during the watch through, I guess. But I guess that's what makes it a really compelling kind of storyline that goes on here and all the characters and stuff. But yeah, that's the third part of Andor. Episode 7 through 9. Next time we're on to 10 through 12, the last 3 episodes of Andor season 1. There is another season coming apparently next year, I think it is. That'll be interesting. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, I post all the full-length versions of these reaction videos, every episode, every movie, to my Patreon page. You guys can check them out over there and watch through with me. If that's something you're interested in, you'll get early access to videos like this one, the edited versions. You'll get access to polls that you can help choose what I react to next. And yeah, you get all that for like $3 a month. Bargain, if you ask me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up so YouTube recommends it to other people like you. And yeah, if you haven't yet, subscribe. You should be subscribed. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Hit the red button. I'll see you guys next time for the final part of Andor Season 1. Take care. Bye.